Alright, let's see if I'm well enough to stream. Let me see. Howdy, Voodle. How you doing today? Not sure how long I'll be going. Still sick. But it felt decent enough that I was like, I guess I'll try to stream. Boar. I do like me some boar. Yeah, the evening after last stream, I just suddenly came down with sickness and I've been sick since. I'm doing a lot better now though, but you know, it's what it's. I'm still kinda snotty, but at least my throat doesn't feel like it's raw. What is taking them so long? Unknown got a jester mask for April Fools. It's 5 shards. And right now, there's a Wolf Sludge event in Warframe. Which is one of the most excruciatingly hard to get weapons in the game. So, I will gladly take this. Because how you get it normally is you have to spend Nightwave tokens on wolf beacons. If the wolf beacon is even in the Nightwave shop, it's only random chance every week. And then you have to pray you get the part you need. So, this event giving you a guarantee of each part, hell yes, I'm going to go for that. Even if you already have Wolf Sludge, you can at least sell the duplicates in the market after the event's over. Make big puntas. Go up. Blowing my nose after this mission. Yeah, Switch 2 finally announced launch and price, and oh boy, is that system expensive. $450 is about where I was expecting. But I was not expecting games to cost, you know, $90 a pop. No armor for you. It is nice seeing a new Danky King for the first time in forever. They're going away from the rare styled DK and seem to be leaning more towards the universal design. Hurry the fuck up! I haven't been playing too much Warframe lately. I've been checking in each day to get my form up. And I usually play a few missions, try to do some Nightwave stuff. Well, that's about it. BRB. Bruh. Where's everyone's sticking around? That's why they were saying, bruh. Abort. Abort, abort, abort. And I'm legit about how hard Wolf Sledges get. It was going to be the literal last item I would ever go for because, you know, it's just Gamba. But now it's not Gamba. Which means my suffering can end. I say that loosely, as there's still plenty of suffering to go. After all, we still have plenty of railjack things we have to subject ourselves to. We should also check in with Meru's Bazaar. Oh, there it goes. What? Go nanite swarm. I've been playing a lot of Fallout London. Which has been enjoyable to a degree. It's built on Fallout 4. So it has flaws that come from being based on a flawed game. You know, the game mechanics and all that. But there's a lot of stuff they have improved. Stuff that really should have been base game. And the environment and storytelling is very good, as opposed to Fallout 4's. Best I can describe it is sort of like a New Vegas sort of improvements. Not completely though. Like I said, it's built on Fallout 4, so there's only so much they can do. But instead of 4 pointless choices, it brings back the New Vegas sort of thing. It's to say there's a list of dialogue choices and there are skill checks and perk checks for dialogue. My last cup of tea. But there's some things that they could have easily fixed that they didn't. And I don't know why. Like, the crafting recipes for making food in the game. It's like you have to use dirty water in order to make food? What is that? Sushi for chunky mood. Which is how it was in base game 2. But the issue is you can't produce dirty water. You can only produce clean water. Good, good. Yes. So, I don't know why they didn't add in recipes that use purified water. It make it no sense. It's an enemy on the other side of the wall. Oh, they got him. But also, I also found out the hard way that there is obtuse mechanics when it comes to your base producing clean water. Where'd he go? That being, if you have 5 or more types of liquid refreshment at your base storage, the game will just stop producing purified water for you. Why? I don't know. Ooh, catalyst. And the sludge print. We can take this off of our farming list. Warframe. Wolf sledge. Ba-boom. There's one less headache off the platter. So, potato. What do we need? True. Yes. How many clamps we got? 25.
The covetous courtier other people had it better.
I am better than any of them. Fate, small jealous.
It's that time again, Dream.
Collect the largest resources from the
And we're
area.
out.
Oh, dude. Why is it not counting? Does it only count when I cash out? Pew. Thank you. Hello? Thank you. Yeah, but $90 for Donkey Kong's Mario Kart? They better blow our tits out of the water, man. Yes. Best decree. Oh hey, that does count, doesn't it? Huh? Oh. Come here, you rascally wabbit. Where'd he go? Ye have been have-added. Yeah, it only counts it when you get a decree. Because that's when the game saves that you've collected stuff. So I guess I'll just meander about doing stuff until I get the Nightwave done, then I'll kill the worm. Oh, stinky. I do also need the upper limb and lower limb of the Cinta.
for a race, Drifter?
Yeah, I suppose. I'm left ideas. Some people also speculate the reason why Nintendo is charging so much for Switch 2 in games is because of Trump's tariffs. Which is just speculation, but so the chances aren't exactly zero either.
I've reached that course 1,000,000. Oh, very well. Take this. Behold! Someone has come along to free me.
I also doubt that even if Trump were to back off on the tariffs, that they would lower the price. They see the rabid demand for the Switch 2, and they're definitely going to be cashing in on that. At the same time, we'll see how much that shoots them in the foot. If their greed surpasses what people are finally willing to pay. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I am getting a Switch 2. At release, I don't know. Maybe. But I do plan on getting one at some point. I have been saving for it for years. Give the Goot pets. That's all Goot deserves. I'm not particularly wealthy, and I am the kind of person that prefers to get the most bang for their buck. And if games are going to be costing that much, I know they're trying to push the buy digital thing because they're finally making their move on that, reducing the price of digital by $10 to make it more of a deal, but Oh. Rain. My train of thought derailed. Nope, I can't remember. All I remember is something about Nintendo and their overpricing. Nintendo charging so much, if they are successful in this, you're going to bet your bippy other game studios are going to start charging more as well. But whereas I have at least a speculative faith in Nintendo about the quality of the games matching the price, I do not have that same faith in other game companies at all. But they're going to charge it. And we may very well see a true collapse of the game industry. Again. But, like, this extreme price hike is coming out at a pretty bad time. Because Americans right now are not really in a pretty good... Basically, we're in an economic depression. People are having a hard time with getting to work. People are struggling to make ends meet. Food is getting expensive. We are still reeling from whatever the fuck Joe Biden did. I say that like it's a mystery, but he literally printed 30% of the US's cash ever created within his time in office. And then we have Trump making things worse. By throwing gasoline on the fire, as it were. By proposing tariffs, and it's like, oh, our deal with them, it was a bad deal. We're not going to pay it. Now we're going to tariff anyone. And it's extra funny because he's the one that made that deal. Things are a mess in the States. And they're not looking like they're going to be getting any better. anytime soon. And most of us can only just carry on. But long story short, Nintendo's really fucking ballsy for thinking that they can hike up games $30 during this particular time period. And the most logical reason is they're doing it because tariffs. But how true that is, I don't know, because Nintendo does have American headquarters, so surely they're not going to be...
Thereof, and their showers.
Accidentally hit that thing. There's a button on my headset that can pause and play videos. Anyway, I'm not an expert on economics and stuff. My expertise of business comes from the few courses I've had in college, but it was not my focus. It was more like just part of my computer programming degree.
Something's calling for you on the forward mirror. Aren't you? Get rid of those down and see what it smells.
Howdy, where's it? I am live, yes. But only on the outside. Meow is sick and has been sick for the past week or so. But I'm doing better. Butter.
Oh, Bombastine was admired, even loved. But others were loved more. And that was poison to him.
By sacred law, any treasure dug up in Viveri is automatically the property of the king. Not today, your majesty. Today is finders keepers.
Behind his acts of kindness and generosity lay but one thought. And this performance benefit me.
Snoof a snoof. And today we're mumbling about Nintendo's prices and American politics. Huzzah. Mostly just speculation about the reason behind Nintendo's pricing. Also, they might be introducing region locking again. Why? I don't know. That was, like, the most stupid thing ever. And the Switch not having region locking was a good thing. So, taking that away is just a big fat question mark. But if it's because of, again, the tariff thing, then I suppose I can, on a surface level, understand, but I don't approve.
Whoever controls the undercroft grasps all of Dewberry by the roots. I won't let its reputation stand in.
Yo,
Oh, I already got the do everything. Okay.
coming up next.
And screw doing any more junk. Let's finish this and get out of here. Up you.
Creatures of the deep void are assaulting the undercroft, tearing rents.
Parkour, parkour.
Pull them up again. Worse foes than Thrax may emerge. The ruptures can be closed, but only if you collect enough ambient void energy. Seize the globes that float nearby.
Stanch the wounds of an ally. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
The void angels are unrelenting. You are all that is keeping them at bay. Hold fast. Fight on. Close the ruptures as you would staunch the wounds of a comrade.
What if I'd rather let a comrade bleed out? What then? Up you. Up you. Up you.
Breach has been sealed.
Super what? Give me that blue juice. Lovely windy weather today.
The rupture is closed. The paradox stabilizes.
There's been a lot of thunderstorms this past week too.
If the void angels break through the wall, their master will be free. Do not allow that to happen.
Mm. Howdy, Trev. How you doing today?
The enemy has been held at bay. Congratulations on the order.
Alright, I'm still sick, but I'm doing a lot better than I have been the past week.
New conquest. Never once did he think. Surely that
Pricing aside,
To become someone else.
the new Donkey Kong game seems pretty interesting. And Kirby Air Ride 2 with the return of Sakurai to the helm. That's quite a surprise, but a welcome one. And also Bloodborne 2 exclusively on Switch. I was definitely not seeing that coming. The entire presentation was a roller coaster. So, even with the prices, at least Nintendo's swinging hard and high. Silk Song was mentioned, yep. So was Enter the Gungeon 2. Deltarune. Yeah. It was quite holy shit sort of presentation. An absolute streak of W's I have not seen in a game presentation in a long time. Quite the direct.
And so the envy that might have motivated him to better himself hurled him headlong into disaster.
Wait, there's two shrines stacked on top of each other. There we go, got that done.
The Undercroft. A
I do have to say, though, those prices are definitely going to encourage the secondhand market. Throw it. Thank you. Give me. Vegemite is really tasty. With savory meats. I've been putting it on my breakfast sandwiches the past few days. Never had Marmite though. Which you might find surprising considering I've never been to Australia but I grew up in the UK, so. What the heckin' snick? It's a crocodile. Silly Croco.
Mutual friend waits with my Orpheus. If you desire to subdue
Alright, will the thing break?
What dragon is envy? A hunger never sated, a gift never enough. It darkens the
Oh,
sunny
it spawned.
days
Good.
with a wanting that never is met.
the oral worm Bombus is as jealous as his master. He craves the validation of victory.
Pony? What the hell?
Because I'm beautiful. Get your filthy hands off me.
No. Look at me, I'm a kitty cat. I wear little peanuts for a hat. And if I eat them, I'll get fat. Meow, 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 I'm a kitty cat. Yep.
Force the creature through the portal. Only in its lair will it be vulnerable. This ruin offers little shelter. Stay mobile.
Did she put you up to this?
Doing nothing. Torch. Ooh, this is.
I'll take your face. Make it right. Ask. Beautiful worms.
Find a way to stop it.
Stop it. Spawn the same way we stop everything else. With violence! And that's that.
Bravely done.
Bravely default.
Tonight at least, Duviri is called.
Fury takes way too dang long, man. Nightwave credits. 2 more doses of that, and I can buy potato.
Time for more
Everything, yes. Okay, what are we doing next? Clear a real quarter party with your Warframe taking damage. Okay. I gotta... Again. A game. This is too low of a level for them to board. Ice open. Oh. Yeah, finally getting the boarding party.
Unassigned cruise ship located. Deploying immediately.
Sad part is, doing coda missions, those boarding parties don't count. I was promised ram sleds. Where are they? What is this? Oh, no idea. There we go. Go get him, Baban. Unleash the boys.
I want torpedoes armed and dispatched now.
There we go. Okay, now we can stop dinking around and hopefully we'll get the part of the Nautilus I don't have. I don't remember which part that is. So we'll have to look if we do get a Nautilus part. Of course, it's not a drill, it's a spaceship. Welcome back, Trev.
I wanted them dead. They are not only alive, they are on my ship. Fix now.
$30 more kills. Twenty more kills. Oh, the pond's still with me, I just noticed. To be fair, I didn't tell him to stay on the ship, so... Granite gun, go! Where's my ammo? There we go. I don't need to sweat this anymore. And just kill that guy. What nightwaves do I even have left? Just doing 12 waves of defense. We can do that easy. Welcome. drum. I don't think that's the part I need. Headache. Give me like I can only get one. After I do this defense mission, I'm probably going to call it. Should also make sure VODs are on YouTube before Twitch unceremoniously eradicates them. Strong washing machine. I did hit public, right? Snowing around. Okay. guess everybody's just done with this mission because already got the arcanes, already got the temple, so why do it? Can't even do Coda stuff while doing it, so. What else? I don't think I can do this by myself. Yeah, I was in pubs. I don't know, man. They moved Cetus as well. Just noticed. They've moved some of the nodes around. Ceres is now just a dead end. I'll just end it here. Thank you all for hanging out today. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Toodles.